Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Quiver Podcast. It's the two of us today because we'll discuss that's how many wins we made this day against Ateneo, diba? 2 out of 2. So I'm Brian. You're listening or watching the Quiver Podcast on Spotify and YouTube. Joining me today is Vic. Say hi, Vic.
Hello and good day, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Kung anong oras nyo man to pinapakinggan.
Kung saan man kayo na nanonood o nakikinig. Yeah, we are
Yep.
thankful for that. And speaking of being thankful, of course, we would like to say thank you to all the subscribers on YouTube. Ayan, may paparaffle namin tong uh, Ibarra Trofeo Green Watch, the very elegant timepiece made by our friends from Ibarra Watches Manila. Of course, you already subscribed, so you're part of the competition. And I think our HR has already collected enough people. But of course, di ba? Baka may mga late entries pa pwede po humabol. Kasi I think we plan to
yung
raffle
ano,
this off. Ano?
na-audit na ba ng taga SGB? Na-audit na ba ng taga
Ayan, ayan.
SGB?
Sabi
Audit.
March 31 sa mechanics eh. Pero syempre,
Sige.
We
Kailangan
won't
ma-audit.
cease to remind. We won't cease to remind people kung gusto nyo pa gawing public yung subscriptions nyo. Kasi, syempre, we want more participants. Tapos,
Malay
alam
nyo,
ko ang
may grace
plano is,
period. Malay nyo, may grace
exactly,
period.
oo, may grace period. Kasi,
Oo.
sayang, I mean, di ba, nag-subscribe ka na, di syempre, i-public mo na para makasama ka na dun sa list.
Oo.
I think one of our episodes, maybe the episode in between the mini break. Let's see. Paano
Tama,
to? Pero
tama, tama, tama,
what I'm
tama.
sure is, kailangan natin siya ipakita sa mga tao para hindi pwede sabihin niluto yung draw.
Oo,
Di ta,
papakita natin
kailangan
yung dunk race.
transparent
Papakita natin
tayo.
yung dunk race. Pakita natin yung
Oo.
dunk race.
Mag-uunahan yan, tapos mga 10 minutes sila doon, tapos kung ano. Pwede nga di ba meron yun, yung presentation lang. Maliit
Hmm.
na screen. Kikita nyo, tapos nag-uusap kami tungkol sa kung anumang topic. Speaking of
Oo.
pag-uusapang topic, of course, like what I mentioned to start the episode, we beat Ateneo in both men's and women's volleyball. Men's volleyball team obviously bouncing back from a tough result against UST. This is important because they go 2-1 in the second round, and that's already against three of the top four teams they will face.
Yep.
Diba? So that's already a above 500 record, chance to solidify that bid for not just the final four but also if abot pa nila yung top two, why not? And then obviously the women's team, Lady Spikers, going up against Ateneo, picking up a straight sets win to make it 16 straight UAP women's volleyball wins against the Ateneo team. Who, hindi naman natin sila mamaliitin, pero syempre coming into this game, they were unbeaten in the second round. And
Yes.
yun nga, obviously they had the momentum there. They were on a 3-game winning streak before facing Lasal. So now let's talk about the women's volleyball team, Vic. You were able to catch the rerun kasi syempre we had work. It was 1 p.m. Timing is a little unfriendly to us, but thankfully our friends, saan ba? Sa One Sports mo ba napanood to?
I saw it sa Varsity Channel kanina.
Ayan, sa
Sakto
Varsity
pagka
Channel.
maaga eh. Parang I think the replay started around I think mga 7:30 nga ba. Mga
Ayan.
7:30 siguro.
Mm. So yan, we are thankful for that privilege kasi syempre may mga tao na nasa school or nasa work during the games, and while we have access to Pilipinas Live and other streaming platforms, syempre ang hirap tumutok pag abala, 'di ba?
Hirap, medyo mahirap
Yeah,
tumutok pag may dumadaan-daan sa likod mo ng mga tao. Mahirap na eh. Mahirap na.
exactly. And syempre, masaya rin ang pag nanood ka, yung talagang tutok ka na, yung wala ka na iniintindi.
Oo eh. Kasi ang hirap talaga. Mahirap yung may mga dumadaan-daan sa likod mo eh.
Ayan, Vic. So,
Baka bukas may memo tayo. Wala na tayong trabaho. Mahirap na.
oo nga. So, having caught that rerun, Vic, what are your thoughts about how the Lady Spikers played today against Ateneo?
I think yung sa umpisa may halong, no disrespect to Ateneo. Parang feeling ko naman kasi we have this mindset na tingin natin kaya natin. So there are parts sa umpisa na medyo may halong gigil from us. But eventually, we were able to settle down and calm our nerves, and then we see dahan-dahan nakakapag-isip na tayo, nakaka-receive, nakaka-set ng maayos si Micol, and then we have been may variation on how we attack. May palo malakas, may drop. I mean, samot-saring pwedeng attack points na pwede nating makuha. And ako personally gusto ko siya. We were not that predictable kanina kung paano tayo i-score. Madami parang we are reading the type of defense na binibigay sa atin ni Ateneo, but it all starts sa receive. If we are able to receive, mas nakikita ni Micol kung sino yung pwede niyang bigyan, whether it be si Angel, Shivana, and our middles. No? So ayun, overall it's yung first and third set scores medyo siya relatively close kasi nga yung errors natin more of yung gigil kasi natin eh. We are so eager to we are too eager to kill the ball, or alam mo yun, parang sobrang eager natin to finish the match agad na parang minsan nakakalimutan natin na to take it slow. Alam naman natin kung ano yung kailangan gawin. Alam natin kung ano yung caliber natin against Ateneo. So we just have to take it slow. And eventually we were able to pull off a straight sets.
Isa sa napansin ko dito kasi 'di ba, obviously from last game, we mentioned the number of errors Lasal made. That's
Oo,
38
correct.
in the
Correct.
UST game. Yung i-ratio natin siya kasi unfair naman i-compare yung 5 sets, 3 games na face value eh. 38 divided by 5, that's more than 7 per set. Sabihin na natin
Yep.
abbreviated yung 'di ba? Abbreviated yung fifth set. So ibig sabihin nun nasa 8. Nasa 8
Oo, tama.
errors na per set
Correct,
per
correct, correct.
25.
Correct.
Tapos ito, in this game, they only made 18, which is 6. Still not low, pero alam mo yun, it's significantly lower. And we can say na, yun nga, yung giggle, some of our errors coming from attack errors or
Yep.
yung yun yung errors na kahit papaano, i-encourage siya ng coaches kasi may
Yeah.
intent ka naman to score.
Yep.
Ang inisip
Yep.
ko now is, malaking bagay pa na hindi lang sa binabaan natin yung errors natin, but we also pushed Ateneo to make kasi they had 20 errors and we sabihin natin 55 of our own doing and the 20 came from them. So tingin mo the poise, the composure, talagang nasa atin siya as a team na regular na sa Final Four, as a team na regular na sa finals, expected na umabot sa dulo ng season, 'di ba? Do you think compared to this Ateneo team na hindi lang rebuilding depleted pa. So parang hindi na ba kinaya in the end compared no first round meeting, of course.
I think sa akin malaking factor yung pinagdaanan natin last Saturday against UST. Yun kasi kung hindi mo pa na build up yung composure mo coming off that tough win, ewan ko na lang, 'di ba? So at least coming from a match na talagang na-test yung composure, it certainly rub off dun sa ating straight sets win kanina. So parang mas kaya mag-adjust ng team. Hindi na sila yung pag na-down, alam mo medyo mahihirapan humabol and umahon. But kanina parang it's easier for the team to calm their nerves and get their senses back going and execute kung ano yung kailangan nilang gawin based sa game plan.
Yeah, syempre obviously a win against UST tapos a game against Ateneo coming up. Medyo pwedeng madaling maisip na pwede tong trap game kasi 'di ba?
Yep.
The highs of winning against UST. So maganda yung binanggit mo na yung composure it really showed na tipong hindi lang siya nagtagal nung weekend. Umabot siya ng midweek. Ibig sabihin na hindi siya by chance eh. Ibig sabihin, this team is really becoming made of tough stuff na tipong you see that in teams that compete for the championship, which is encouraging for us as LaSalle fans. Speaking of encouraging, syempre, banggitin na din natin, nanalo yung men's team eh. And actually,
Grabe yan.
kung
Grabe yan.
iti-treat natin on merit, kung, di ba, iti-treat natin yung game in merit, mas dapat nga pag-usapan yung men's team kasi dun sa
Grabe
women's team.
yan.
Kasi
Oo,
pambihira
biro
yung
yan.
nangyari eh. 5 sets mo, 27-25. Parang kung di mo alam yung
Parang,
volleyball scoring.
ay, ano
Tama lang
eh,
naganap.
hindi pa pagod eh. Hindi pa pagod. Parang, fifth set, kaya natin ni 25 yan. Sisiw yan.
Para,
Number yan.
parang pag tinanong mo sila, no, start ng 5th set, inalok mo, 25 din yung score nyo. Sige, panalo naman siguro yun, 25-23. Pero
Diba?
buti tayo yung more than 25 kasi
Yep.
27-25 natapos yun. Kasi syempre, for us, nag-start din tong game na to sobrang aga. We were
Yep.
able to follow updates, but obviously not the game itself. Ako nakita ko yung 4th and 5th set, which was crucial for us. The 4th and 5th sets were crucial for us kasi ito, down tayo 2-1 against Ateneo, and I think there was a time na Ateneo was taking control of the 4th set, and then Vince Maglino just took over to force that 5th set. And then nung nag 5th set tayo, we were down a whole eh. I remember saying 4-0. Ito, nakita ko pa to
I
before
think,
ako
yes,
umalis
yes,
ng
yes,
bahay.
yes, yes.
So
I
parang
think
4-0,
for
5th set, not even, let's say, dikit yung game na throughout. Pag na 4-0 down ka in the 5th set, medyo yan eh, big ask
yeah,
din yan kasi syempre pwede nang lumaro
race
ng
to 15
sidekick
lang
yung
yan eh.
kalaban mo.
Race
Mm.
to 15
And
kasi
hindi,
race
medyo
to 15
na-hold
lang.
pa yan ng na-hold pa yan ng Ateneo eh, parang umabot pa yata ng 8-5, something like that. So may gap, may inalagaan sila. But I think they crumbled kasi yun na, nagsa-step up na sina Noel, sina Vince, and the others as well. Si Echo, maganda yung niya, coordination niya with his attackers. And then, ito na nga, yung sobrang habang rally, nakakala mo, pag nag-update sa atin, kaibigan natin si Pam, 14-14. Parang, okay, sige, I expected kasi, tapos parang makikita mo, 14-15, 15-15.
Parang ano
Ay,
nga, parang yung fifth set lang din ng Sabado, 'di ba? Parang
oo.
talagang
Kaso,
sagutan to the max. Grabe 'yan.
akala ko nga abot pa ng 30 eh. Sabi ko, buti na lang hindi kasi 26-25 sabi ko, dapat kunin na to. So nung nag-off off yung net block ng attack na Ateneo, parang alam mo na confirmed na yun na that's LaSalle's, and that was a big win for LaSalle. Of course, una, happy birthday kay Noel Campton.
Oh,
Belated
happy
greetings
birthday.
na
Happy
kasi
birthday.
pag na-upload to, history na yung birthday niya. Pero
Happy
yun nga,
birthday kay
20
Konsehal. Kay Konsehal. Kay
27
Konsehal.
points yan, 24 attacks, 2 blocks ba? Ay, 2 aces, 1 block. Or ganyan. And then, of course, Vince Maglino also, like what I mentioned earlier, stepping up, 22 points. And obviously, they are the heart and soul of this team. Silang
Yep.
dalawa. Sila talaga
Yep.
yung core veterans. I mean,
Kung
the
ano yan
others
eh,
are...
kung
And
kung
si Echo,
kung
of
saan
course, as
sila.
the main setter.
Yep.
Parang
Kung
we can go
saan
as far as
sila.
where they take
Yeah.
us, diba?
Yeah.
And, syempre, malaking bagay na nanalo sila kasi had they lost to Ateneo in that game, edi ang nangyari, nag 7-3 na yung Ateneo, and then LaSalle would have fallen to 5-5.
Fine.
And yung 2 games na yan, nag-gap in the race for the final 4 spots. Mahirap na rin
Malaking bagay.
habulin kasi,
Malaking
lalo na
bagay.
pag di na kayo maglalaban ulit. Yung
Yes.
tipong 5-5 and then 7-3. And UST,
Yep.
syempre,
Pati nga
they
asa
were
ka na eh.
able to
Asa
score.
ka na na matalo sila sa ibang laro nila.
Exactly. Now,
Which
we
is
are
the
not
hardest
just
part.
in control. We are not just in control of our destiny. Favorable pa yung upcoming games. Of course, the team will not think of I don't like that if they will think na madali na lang yung games. Syempre, but relatively speaking, they've went through the harder part of the schedule already. Imagine starting NUUST and Ateneo. If you told the team that they will only lose once in that spell, they probably have taken it. Syempre, pwede nila sabihin, Sayang, hindi 3-0. Pero the 2-1 record in that period, okay na. Like, we can be happy with that. Na
Yeah.
nalagpasan mo yung tough challenge. And then now, I guess the challenge for the team is to not keep their eyes off the ball. They have
Yun.
to treat the UE, UP, and Adamson games as must
Teams
win din.
that teams that you should beat. Mga
Oh,
teams
and they
teams that
have
you should
proven
beat.
that they can beat naman in the first round kasi isa yan sa mga natalo lang naman sila doon sa top sa UST, NU, and FEU. And now yung NU nga natalo nila ulit eh. So ibig sabihin the UST, okay, maybe we can say that hindi pa nila na-figure out yung puzzle na yun. But yung NU puzzle na-figure out nila. So dapat di na sila madulas dun sa tatlo. And maybe who
Yep.
knows, they can even crack the FEU puzzle before the Final Four. So
Sana
it
nga
puts
talaga,
them in
sana
a
nga.
good position. Puts them in a good position to not just secure Final Four kasi syempre mahirap yan eh. I think with how the season is panning out, medyo soft goal na din yung Final Four accomplishment. Pero syempre, hindi naman sila nagtatrain just to get to the Final Four. Abot
Correct.
pa naman nila yung top 2. Especially may Final Four na confirm dahil nanalo NU against FEU, di ba? So for them, they just have to play the games, win as much as possible, and then if that's enough to get to number 2, kasi somehow aasa pa tayo to other teams with the standing of FEU and NU, eh, di ba? Parang
Yeah. Yeah.
hindi natin control yan. If manalo tayo sa lahat ng games natin, pero manalo din sila sa lahat ng games nila,
Wala din eh.
parang
Wala din.
top 3 lang ang best mo. So,
Yep.
but still, di ba, that's any chance you pull up a 3 or 4 game winning streak going to the Final Four for this team, I think kahit mag number 3 sila or number 4 sila, that's a nice momentum to have.
Yeah.
That can instill belief in themselves na lalo na siguro if lower seed sila kasi baka nothing to lose. Although syempre, diba, I think the team is still eyeing to get that advantage because it's
Oo naman.
really an advantage
Sayang
for a
eh.
reason. Lalo na ito
Sayang.
yung dikit-dikit yung ano, diba? Yung competition with the 5 teams as we have been mentioning to ourselves nung pre-prod. Tipong useful ang twice to beat advantage kasi pwede ka masilat. Pero
Yes.
kung meron ka nun, may shield ka eh. Hindi naman necessarily na hindi ka na matatalo twice. May risk pa din nun as FEU have figured out last season, diba, to UST.
Yep.
But it's still a good privilege to have kasi matalo ka once and then yun na yun.
Tanggal ka
So,
na.
yes. We wish our men's team, of course, the best of luck there. And yun nga, they've survived the tough part of the schedule. They should know now that they can take on the challenge presented to them. And I guess the challenge now is to really stay focused and not dwell on the past results kasi yun nga, wala pa naman official na Final Four. Gumaan lang siguro yung load, but
Yes.
not really there yet. Kailangan mo pa rin
Yep.
lakad papunta doon. Kailangan mo pa rin gawin yung trabaho going there. And speaking of the work, of course, before we go to our next topic, first, let's thank our sponsors. Unang-una, Blue Fire, LPG.
Yep.
Di ba? Sabi nga ni Achax in the previous episode, it's the brand trusted by the brands we trust. So, kung tiwala na yung mga brands na pinakakatiwalaan natin sa Blue Fire, what's another reason not to trust Blue Fire, di ba? So, for all
The
your
only blue.
kitchen
The
needs,
only blue.
cafeteria needs. Oh, the only blue that wins today.
Yes. Blue Fire
Okay,
lang.
talo rin Adamson eh.
Yes. Tama.
Both men's and women. Sayang kasi I think they could have sneaked that one in. So, ayan. For all your kitchen, cafeteria, business, LPG needs, contact Blue Fire LPG on their social media channels. I think they have Facebook, Instagram. Ano pa bang social media nila? Yun na yata yung main eh. Pero baka meron silang TikTok or LinkedIn, di ko na alam. Check nyo na lang. But for sure, the Facebook and Instagram, meron
It's
yan.
already
Kaya
more
follow
than enough.
that.
More than enough.
And then also, Sabi Skin. Ganda ng promotion dyan niya, no? Ni Ajax, nagpakita siya nung nung canister
Alin?
yung Sabi Skin. Meron siyang dala. Ano siya? Sabi niya, umayos daw yung hulma ng palitada ng mukha niya.
Yan, palitada. Talagang palitada. Humagod yung
Parang
palitada.
Parang yung mga ginagawa pag election na kasi kailangan na ng pera. Pero at least Sabi Skin, sa mukha. So, hindi kailangan ng nakalagay na, this is where your taxes go. By the way, po-promote natin, meron silang buy two, get one free on all items. So, if you want
Yes,
to check
yes,
that
yes,
out,
yes. Yeah.
yeah, go to their socials. Then, meron links yan to their, platforms where they sell, obviously. So, check them out. Yan. Si Angel kanino nga, she uses Sabiskin. So, that's good enough to encourage you to use it for yourself. All right. So, as I mentioned, speaking of the work, nabanggit ni DLSU Lady Spiker setter Nicole Reyes that one of her secrets, well, not really a main secret, but one of the reasons why her game has been steadily improving is the training the coaching staff has been giving, not just her, but her fellow setters as well. I think it's a recurring theme. As much as we discuss about the service errors, we also discuss about the quality of setting we have in this team. There are comments online and even on our own episodes that the setting is the problem, and they are saying that if there was a more polished setter in the team, then the team would have been at a better position than where they are now. But Nicole, for what it's worth, I think in the 10 games she played already, contributing to LaSalle 7-3 record. Siguro there may be three or four bad games or maybe substandard games is if we're going to be kind kasi syempre may standard sa Lasal, may standard si Micol. So maybe three to four na games na medyo questionable siya. And I think most of them came against NU and I guess the early games against UST and yung hindi naman pangit yung iba niyang games. It's more of I think marami na sinasabi na could have done better. Yung mga tipong ganun. Um, of course, she took the player of the game honors today. Only scoring 1 point, pero syempre, alam naman natin sa volleyball setting, pag setter ka, di ka naman expected to contribute. But I think it's the way she distributed the balls to her teammates, yung wings, yung middles. I think, baka nababasa na niya yung comments sa online or sa Quiver episodes mismo. Kasi di ba pagka chinek mo yung comments sa previous episodes, lagi pag sinearch mo, control F, middle, meron yan. Control F, setter. Meron yan. So parang baka, I don't know, she's paying attention or the coaching stuff. But obviously, it's also a glaring effect. Having seen the game kanina, Vic, how would you commend Nicole's command against Ateneo?
Sobrang ano niya, sobrang nakapag-dictate kanina kung saan yun nga parang that's why we had time to think kung anong klaseng atake yung ano natin gagawin natin kasi ano din siya pati yung timing kung kailan niya i-activate yung middles niya yun yung that's also one thing that I like kanina parang ano niya timplado niya kung kailan bibigay kay Shavana or kay Angel kailan din niya bibigay dun sa ano dalawang middles and kung kailan din niya bibigay kay Aliyah, di ba? So, ayun, as far as yung match kanina, wala akong nothing more to say but it was really a ano pa to commendable effort kay Nicole for ano bang term to feeding everybody yun yung ano dun eh kumbaga um, lahat
Improve.
nakakain kanina ng maayos walang nagutom kanina.
Kasi I think some of the criticisms have been harsh kasi syempre, as much as marami na siyang nakuhang games sa training nila, the UAP spotlight is different and she's only played 10 games. But also, I think there are some comparisons made to her with Carvalho, with Lamina, but obviously the context is different. Parang ang hirap nga eh. Una, pag pumasok ka sa Lasal program, expectations are already there. Tapos siguro, maybe added a bit more pressure to her. Nakapatid niya si Mika Reyes. So, syempre, parang if she doesn't
Pati
deliver
ano
right
din,
away,
Bray,
people can
pati
question her eh.
pati yung pwesto niya talaga is really crucial. So,
Oo.
and we have a paano tradition din of good setters in Lasal. So talagang
Mm.
ano yan siya, magiging talagang package deal yung pressure to deliver and play well every match.
Yeah, and now that I look back, no, parang lahat naman ng remarkable setters sa DLSU nakatikim ng championship. Since, I think, since Chi sa everyone
Yeah,
else.
Yeah.
At least had one. Kahit si Mars at si Julia Coronel humabol pa eh. Kasi yung season
Yes.
85. I think kung hindi
Yes.
nakuha yun, maybe that's one na yun sila yung magiging trivia night answer sa ganyang question.
Correct.
But ako ang inisip ko with how Nicole's panning out, siguro I don't want to rain on her parade naman. Pero baka may ang question lang sa kanya is how she handles the bigger games. We have to call a spade and say that this Ateneo game hasn't really been the proper test. I mean, hindi rin to yung proper benchmark to say na she's a great setter, di ba? I mean, we have to say that. But at least, wala naman remarkable na sinasabi na hindi siya naging clinical here. So I guess she can only control what she can. Siguro yung criticism na lang, baka it comes from a position na they expect more from her against teams like NU, against teams like UST and FEU, di ba? And yun nga, baka na-outshine lang din siya kasi madaling i-compare siya kay Lamina if against NU, di ba? Which is contextually
Lamina
very
Yamal.
different.
Lamina Yamal.
Oo. Sabi natin, nagsaset sa hapon, nag-football sa gabi. Eh, baka
Lamina
di magets
Yamal.
yan ng volleyball fans natin. Pero kung
Ayaw nga.
Barcelona fan kayo or Spain fan kayo,
Dapat gets
kilala
niya.
niyo yan, si Lamine Yamal. So, yun, I guess kay Nicole, yun lang yung problem. Nagiging pagka hindi maganda yung laro, madali siyang balikan. Kasi nga, the attack goes through her and siya talaga yung ipipinpoint eh. Pwede kasi sabihin na nakakuha naman ni Shavana yung sets niya or ni Angel. Pero 'di ba, yung quality, yun yung ina-assess sa kanya minsan. But having said all of that, the Ateneo game, okay na din na may ganito siyang games na steady. Kasi if magtuloy-tuloy to, who knows when you play NU again, she might have acquired so much more compared to the first and second meeting she had with NU in the UAP. And yun yung culmination, makita mo na may improvement na and she already learned from the experiences she had against those teams. So, yeah, we wish Nicole their best. And isisingit ko na before we go to our next topic na i-introduce ko later. Ang Blue Fire, diretso ang hot take ko is that Nicole Reyes won't be that setter na walang UAP title. She has 5 years to fulfill that, maybe 4 if, let's say, her career trajectory improves so much na ligawan na siya to go to the draft. I think 10 games in, and she is also a converted setter, diba? So, not really a natural setter from her
Yep.
grassroots days. So, malaking challenge, but at the same time, hindi naman siya yung first converted setter sa Lasal. And she can only get as many games pa eh. Sabi nga ni Coach Ramil, talagang tinututukan din nila yung setters sa training. And she can only benefit from that eh. Whether she will gain, she can keep the status, we cannot say for sure. Kasi 'di ba hindi naman magsa-stop si Coach Ramil mag-develop at mag-recruit kung gumaling si Nicole eh. She will always, Coach Ramil will always
Palaging meron yan.
nakatapat. Kasi syempre, yung nakikita natin sa game, mas mahirap pa yung pinagdadaanan nila sa training. So, definitely, all I can say now is Nicole, based on how she's growing and what competition lies ahead of her, she will definitely grow enough to deliver a championship for Lasal at least once. Malay natin this season. Kung hindi this season, edi next season. But yeah, she has the makings of that, and it's not just because of her bloodline kay Mika. I mean, she's her own player. Ibang position, ibang context of the UAP competition, and yeah, for what it's worth, I think I see a person there that coachable and mature that can really grow into a UAP great if she can reach there. Time will tell. Ayan. And speaking of UAP legends, let's now dip our toes a bit lang before we talk about UE. Siyempre, Alas Pilipinas, may PNVF pool, diba? Na diniscuss. I think last week lumabas yan.
Yep.
Previously, marami naman Lasal players, but mostly they are called up pag nasa pros na or pag graduate na. Kasi syempre, diba? Lately lang naman nagkaka-call up ng college students na active in the league. Most ang tinatawag nila dyan ay pro players. But last year, we saw Angel Quinino join the Alas program while still enrolled in Lasal. now, hindi na lang siya yung may opportunity to have that because there are 3 other players, namely Aliyah Malaluan, Shavana Lapot, and Amy Provido. And I think one of the journalists from the game against Ateneo asked that question to Angel eh. Ano yung feeling na may kasama mo yung mga teammates mo sa pool, sa training? And of course, she answered in glee na ano to, na magandang experience, masaya. She herself knows na marami siyang natutunan at hindi lang yung skills eh, pati yung leadership aspects, ganyan. Ikaw, Vic, what do you make of this news na we have 4 current lady spikers in this pool?
Hindi naman nakakagulat.
Hindi talaga. Tingin ko kung may chance na i-call up yung time nila Abby, Michelle Gumabaw, tsaka Cruz.
I mean,
Kung kaya, di ba nga ang rumors nung dati kung Lasal yung national team, as in yung ladies soccer season, hindi
pwede ka naman,
nagre-reklamo yung
oo
mga
eh.
fans.
Oo eh, di ba? Parang, honestly, what's parang wala. Okay lang, sanay. I mean, parang, that's a testament to Coach Ramil's coaching. Di ba?
Mhm.
Na palagi tayong, we can really produce those types of players year in and year out. So, hindi ako nagulat na ganun siya. And for as long as we're able to recruit players, I think Coach Ramil will be able to help mold these student athletes into those kinds of players na hindi lang pang UAAP, hindi lang pang pro ready, but also ready for the national team cause, di ba? So I'm very happy. Good luck. Sana maraming makuha sa kanila, both the college and the pros. We have so much representation. I mean, even those na pro na, we can still, ako personally, we can still attribute it back to Coach Ramil. So, parang, di ba, parang it's just overwhelming kung ilan sila lahat doon ngayon.
Dami.
Diba?
Dami dyan kasi sina Fifi, Thea, and Julia Coronel pa, diba? And then si Mars pa. So,
dami talaga.
Ang dami. I think pag sa scrimmage, pwedeng may All Lasal Team 1, All Lasal Team 2.
Lasal Team 2. Oh, di ba?
Kasi si Don, di ba? May libero ka pa. Starting 6 mo, pwedeng All Lasal yun.
Correct.
Pili ka na lang.
Diba?
May setter ka, diba? May hitter ka, may opposite.
Di ba? Parang
Pero kailangan ma-polish nila yung service nila para hindi masyado maraming errors.
Yun. Pero
well, to be fair, kanina against Ateneo, hindi ganun karami. So, if we see more games like that, diba? Who knows? And now, before we end the episode, of course, we have to touch on the upcoming game of the Lady Spikers. This will be their 3rd game in a week. So, they faced USD, they faced Ateneo, and they will face UP. I think in both the men's and women's volleyball tournaments, laglag na yung UE. Both of their volleyball teams in the men's and women's division still winless. Unfortunately, I think sayang lalo sa women's team nila. I think before what happened in the off-season, they were expected to knock on the Final Four door. Kaso pinagsabihan sila. As in, may hinangin eh. Napunta sa Diliman ata yung kailangan ng starting 6 na lang.
Talagang ganun.
Yeah, life happens. Hindi naman natin sila sisisihin. That's their choice, diba? Hindi naman sila hinold up para dalhin sa Diliman. Pumunta raw sila doon eh.
Sumusunod lang naman sila. Oo. Alam naman natin.
Sunod naman. Obedience. Yan. So, syempre, ang biggest loser ng off-season, UE. And yeah, but remember, in our first round matchup, hindi rin naging straightforward yung game natin against UE. Nakaisang set sila sa atin. And I think even one of the 3 sets we won, medyo may signs of life sila. Although the other 2 were, medyo parang isipin mo, nasa 15 or lower yung goal ata ng Lady Spikers nung time na yun. But I think the 4th set, the clincher ng set natin, we had to put some effort na talagang pinahirapan sila ng UE team. And that just goes to show that even this winless UE team, you cannot take lightly in the UAP kasi if you don't give them respect or if you suddenly have an off game against them,
Yari
they
ka.
have belief in themselves that they
Actually,
can
lahat,
do.
Bray. Lahat eh. Lahat
Oo.
naman eh. Kumbaga,
Kahit Adamson,
that's
UP,
what's good
Ateneo.
this season din eh. Yung mga perceive mo na alam mong
Mm.
feeling mo walk in the park, parang, 'di ba? Parang if you don't play at your best form, yari ka. Pwede ka matalo.
Totoo. Sa akin naman ang notable name sa UE lineup na we have to anticipate. Obviously, our volleyball fans would be very familiar with Nogales and then si Bangayan at saka si Cepada. I think these three are very active kasi sila yung may playing time na even dating back to last season. And now they're expected to lead the team. And then their libero is also quite stellar, si Reyes. Our last game against UE, medyo pinahirapan din yung spikers natin kasi nako-cover niya yung mga areas na tina-target ng spikers natin. So sina Lapot, sina Kanino, sina Malaluan, they are forced to ano to vary their attacks. Ang problema, hindi na scout ng UE si Baby Jean nun. And siya
Yun,
yung pumutok sa atin.
hindi.
So
Hindi
parang, I
nila
don't know
in-expect.
now.
Hindi nila in-expect.
Oo. Gulat sila. Parang, kalimutan nila si Baby G na may championship experience na kailan hindi
Oo.
siya nagsa-start. Kasi diba she was coming from an injury. So hindi siya
Yep.
nagsa-start. So, biglang balik niya, parang, isang set, 9 points siya. I mean, that's already a lot.
Yep. Yes.
Considering that may errors ka pa from the opponents and the blocks and the aces, ganyan. To score almost double digits in any set for that matter. It's already an achievement to any player. Much more na kagaya ni Baby G na hindi naman regularly nakakapag-start sa sets. And naalala ko, Vic, before we started this podcast, nabanggit mo na itong UE team na to, medyo parang sinasabi ko nga sa'yo, nothing to lose. Pero worry ka pa din kasi kahit eliminated na sila, nandyan na yung ang pressure ba nasa atin to show that we have improved kasi 'di ba meron nga yung 4 sets challenge. Would you mind na matalo tayo ng isang set dito sa UE team just to get the win o tingin mo dapat kayanin na to na diretso?
Ako kahit basta panalo, to be honest. Kasi
Mhm.
that's what's important. Kasi I do feel na we will have room to, ito yung mga matches na pwede ka I mean, some may disagree, pero sa akin kasi parang ito yung mga matches na pwede kang mag-eksperimento ng konti. See which types of combinations yung pwede mong gamitin. Pwede mong bigyan siguro ng exposure and confidence na pagdating ng Final Four or Finals na naghahanap ka ng players na tingin mo na pwede mag-deliver for you. Ito yung mga types of matches na pwede mo siyang gawin. Pwede ka sumubok ng mga players na and see how they will perform in such situations, no, and pa to scenario, di ba? So sa akin okay lang. I won't mind dropping a set for as long as ma-attain yung objective na okay, itong player na to or itong to hindi bagay sa ganitong play. Ito ganito hindi bagay sa ganyang setup. So at least now as a coach, for example, parang alam mo na okay, hindi ito pwede. Okay, pwede pala tong taong to. Kasi we can always we can always, I think hindi naman to papabayaan talaga ng nila Coach Ramil na they will try to experiment but it will get out of hand, parang ganon. So I don't think hindi naman siya mangyayari, similar to what Coach Bok did first round ng UP versus Ateneo. So I think for us first, second set, feeling ko may the end, and third set, doon tayo or kung first and second sets, medyo yung ating lamang medyo malaki na, we can start putting in players and see how they will fit in and paano sila maglaro or paano sila mag-respond given the playing climate at the moment sa
Yeah.
match.
Okay, so I shared the same naman. Parang sinabi ko nga dun sa hot take ko last game. Tingin ko di na magda-drop ng set. Pero kung tatanungin mo ako kung matalo man na isa, okay lang. I mean, but of course, what we want at the end of the day is walang ma-injure and
Oo, yun,
makakuha ng
oh,
panalo,
yun
di
yung,
ba?
yes,
Oo.
yun yung pinaka-importante sa lahat.
Kasi mahirap na. Ito na yung time na ayaw na natin to actually kahit sa mga makakalaban natin in theory. And ayaw naman talaga natin ever, pero now more than ever.
Ito yung
Kasi una,
important stretch na hindi na talaga, sana talaga
oo.
wala na.
Kasi dito nagkakasukotan na din yung mga players and sometimes makakadagdag din ng factor sa injury yung fatigue. So maybe that's what the coaches will also try to manage lalo na nga na naglaro ka 3 times in a week. 'Di ba? With UST and Ateneo and then UE.
UE.
Different degrees of difficulty as they may say, but still all worth the same number of points, all worth the same number of wins. And then after this game, medyo makakapahinga naman yung teams kasi UP sila. But just before the Holy Week break. And then yun na nga, meron ng konting pahinga before the really important. I think safe to say almost a win away from guaranteeing Final Four, which is, I mean, let's be realistic. Mukha namang Final Four team tong team
Yeah,
natin. It's really a matter
yes.
of securing that top two seat.
It's just a matter of when, barring any
Yeah. When and
barring
how.
any injuries. Yep.
When and how to. So ayan, that's all our time for today. So we'd like to thank everyone once again for listening, watching, and subscribing. And yun na nga, merong isang watch na naghihintay sa mas swerteng taga-subscribe sa YouTube. Ayan, pwede nyo pa ihabol, baka hindi pa tapos mag-collate yung SGV namin eh.
Oo, oo.
Pwede pa dumagtang.
Baka ipasa pa sa PricewaterhouseCoopers pag hindi na kontento eh.
Yeah, outsource. Tapos
Para double audit.
Kaya nga. Para sure. Kasi malay natin, may ghost employee pala dyan. Yun yung mahirap.
Pre.
Ghost
Meron na.
subscriber. So we'll see.
May nakapasok sa listahan nagtupad.
Oo, na hindi pa. Ibang channel pala yung sinusubscribe niya, nasingit lang.
Oo. Oo.
So ayan, thank you everyone. Of course, in the upcoming episode, we will discuss the UE outcome and whatever developments that come from there. We'll also have a rundown of the other UAAP events. All I know is that we also won in baseball today. So congrats to the baseball team. More wins to come, hopefully. So ayan, on behalf of Vic, I'm Brian. Thank you for watching and listening to the Quiver Podcast. Until we meet again, and as we always say, Vic,
Animo Lasal.